What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, helping you take your game to the next level. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a way to play lockdown coverage defense in Madden 18. Now, if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you want to improve your Madden game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you're on the notification squad and never miss an upload. So what's going on, guys? Like I said, today I'm going to be showing you a different little lockdown coverage defense. I've been doing a few videos like these lately because at this point of the year we pretty much all know what blitzes work. You know, there's not that many great blitzes this year, and the ones that are out there, you know, most of them I've posted about and we already know about them. But coverage defenses this year are better than ever because of the zone thresholds, especially like in Ultimate Team. You have a lot of 91 zone defenders, you know, and good pass rushers. You can get away with just playing coverage if you have a good, you know, user defender over the middle. So I like to try to experiment and show different ways that you can mix up different coverages out of different formations that people aren't used to seeing. Obviously 3-4 odd, dollar, nickel 3-3-5 regular. People see a lot of that, but today I want to show you nickel 3-3-5 wide, and I'm going to look at the 3 Sam Will blitz. Now, something to note about this formation is that you can get a pretty decent pass rush out of this just running it as is in game. It doesn't really translate too well to practice mode, but if you have two really good outside linebackers where Suggs and Juden, I guess that's how you pronounce his name, if you have good pass rushing linebackers where they are, like, I mean, Suggs is a pretty good pass rusher, but in Ultimate Team, think, you know, DeMarcus Ware and Charles Haley or something crazy like that. You can get really good pass rush out of this, and if you wanted to just get regular pass rush out of this, I would just base a line, spread the defensive line, and hold on one second, I'm messing up here. Alright, so I would base a line, spread defensive line, and crash out, and then I would re-blitz the linebacker on the right to take him off of his contain. And that's just if I was just trying to kind of run a regular little pass rush. Maybe I drop a DT back into a spy or something like that, because these outside linebackers are going to get one-on-ones with the tackles, and in game they're going to actually get pretty decent block sheds if you have good pass rushers there. So that's just something else to think about with this formation. But what I really want to show you is how to play some nice coverage out of this formation. So this is what I do in terms of coverage defense if I were to run this. I'm going to go base align, which is wire triangle, right on the left stick. Shade underneath, which is wire triangle, down on the right stick. Then I'm going to go to this linebacker here, drop him into a hook curl, which is A or X, down on the left stick, or excuse me, a vertical hook. Then, depending on which system you're on, you want to cycle through your players twice. So I'm on Xbox, so I hit B, B, and then again we hit A or X down on the left stick. So now he's in a vertical hook as well. And then the last thing I want to do if I have time is walk the free safety down and kind of give it like a 3-4 look, because he's going to help stop post routes. Now normally I would use this linebacker here, but since he's in a 3 receiver hook and that's, you know, the best zone in the game, you really want to let the computer use that as much as possible, because it's going to almost play like a second user defender for you. It's going to jump a lot of drags and anything over the middle. So if you're playing, you know, whether you're playing regs or Ultimate Team, you want your best zone linebacker right here. Like, whoever your best zone guy is, you want him at the 3 receiver hook, because that's going to allow him to react better. And then usually I'll just use this vert hook over here where I have Suggs. And obviously your job is, you know, just don't let up anything crazy. You see how EricRayweather jumped that post route there because we dragged him down into the box. If we would have left him back, he would have been too far out of position. That's why I like to drag that deep safety down into the box. So again, you want to base align, shade underneath, drop these guys into vert hooks, and then walk this safety down. It doesn't take long to set up if you get the, you know, you just have to get the adjustments down. You have to practice it for a few minutes. It's really not hard to set up once you have it down. And then again, you're just usering over this middle, you know, and you see how the 3 receiver hook just completely stayed in front of that route there. Whereas, like, if you had a regular, you know, mid-read zone, you see that, I mean, that's going to the house for 6. If you had, like, a regular mid-read or a regular hook zone there, probably would have drifted too far back. But that's what's so great about the about the 3 receiver hook, is that it's going to stay in front. It's going to play like another user defender. Watch again. Just watch how he just stays. He's going to stay in front of Y. And if you try to throw it to Y, I mean, anything crossing over the middle, whether it's a drag or a slant or anything like that. So, for example, I'm going to show right here, I'm going to go ahead and put that slot guy on a drag this time and just show you. Now he may not jump the drag, but he's gonna be on it. He's gonna make it hard to throw. You see how he's all over the drag there. Now he didn't quite jump it, but he got his hands on it. So it doesn't matter if you throw a drag, a slant, in route, anything like that. If you have a 3-receiver hook, you know how glitchy that zone is. It's gonna stay over the middle. It's gonna stay home and not allow you to really throw anything. Now the only thing that you really would have to worry about is somebody scrambling if they had a fast quarterback. Obviously, if that was the case, you need to make that adjustment. Maybe you would take this vert hook off the field and put a spy there if you were really worried about it, because with only a 3-man rush, you're typically not going to get crazy block sheds. You need to usually rush at least 4. So keep that in mind. If you're playing a slow quarterback, you're good. But if you're playing like a fast quarterback, you're going to want to throw that spy in the middle of the field. And again, you see, you try to throw this post, because you drag that free safety down, any type of post, the deep safety is all over it. Now, last but not least, another little wrinkle you can do with this is base align. Still, again, I would shade underneath. And then you could take these outside linebackers and man them up. Now, keep in mind that it's going to be best to, let's say, maybe man him up on the running back and then man the other guy up on like a tight end, because if you man linebackers up on wide receivers, it's a little bit more of a mismatch. So if you do it this way, you're kind of in better shape. And then honestly, if I did this, I would shade back up to get cloud flats on the field, because I really don't need hard flats if I'm manning up the running back and the tight end, because as you can see, if they go to the flats, they're already taken care of. So I don't need a hard flat out there as well. So if I ran that variation where I'm running a hybrid, I would base align, shade down, and then shade back up. That gives you the cloud flats. And then I would man up the running back or the tight end with the outside guys, just to give a different look. And then again, try to pull this guy down. Now in this case, you kind of have to use the 3-receiver hook because it's the only thing that makes sense. But just understand, your responsibility is over the middle of the field, and of course I got dotted up by myself there because I'm using both controllers, so it's kind of hard to use both. But anyway, just a little mix in, a different way to play coverage defense that maybe not a lot of people are doing. It's all about trying to catch your opponent off guard. So hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, as always, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.